So you've got a guest network, maybe at work, at school, or even in your home. You want it to be secure, but still easy enough for people to use. You've probably heard of the terms captive portal, where users log in through a web page, or PPSK, where each user or VLAN has its own individual unique password. But which one is more secure, and which one should you be using? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down in today's video. Let's jump right in. Alright, first let's clear up and talk about the differences between the two. A captive portal is what you usually see at hotels or coffee shops. You connect to Wi-Fi, a browser window pops up, and it asks you to log in, accept the terms, and maybe even enter a voucher code depending on how it's set up. It's simple, it looks professional, but behind the scenes, depending on how it's set up, it may not be very secure. Now, PPSK, or Private Pre-Shared Key, takes a totally different approach. Instead of one shared Wi-Fi password for everyone, each user gets their own unique key, like their own digital badge to get on the network. And here's the key difference, no pun intended. PPSK is assigned to that person or that device, so an admin can actually track, limit, or revoke access at any time. So now let's talk about security, because in my opinion, this is where PPSK actually shines. Most captive portals are built on open SSIDs. That means until the user actually logs in, the data isn't encrypted. Anyone sitting in range could potentially sniff the network traffic. Even after they log in, they're often on the same network, meaning devices could technically see each other unless you've got client isolation enabled. PPSK, on the other hand, uses a password for encryption from the moment the device connects. Each user's key creates its own secure tunnel. Even if someone tried to capture the Wi-Fi packets, it's nearly impossible to decrypt because every session is unique. So from purely a security standpoint, I have to give PPSK the edge. Before we move on any further, I want to know, how are you securing your Wi-Fi network? Let me know down in the comments below. Okay, back to the video. Alright, so PPSK wins in the area of security, but what about management and the user experience? Let's take a look. With the captive portal, it's pretty easy. In most cases, in an open network, there are no passwords to hand out, so the user just clicks and connects. However, it does have a few drawbacks. If the captive portal page should go down, nobody can get online. And let's be honest, a captive portal really isn't practical for smart TVs or printers or other IoT devices. With PPSK, you do a little bit more setup up front, generating and assigning those keys, but once it's done, users connect just like they would to any normal Wi-Fi network. No pop-ups, no redirect pages, and it works for every type of device. Plus, you can expire or revoke keys instantly if someone leaves the organization or, let's say, misplaces a device. So the question really is, when should you use each one? If you're running a public space like a coffee shop, a hotel, or a waiting room where people come and go all the time, a captive portal no doubt makes sense. It's simple, it looks good, and people expect it. But if you're running a business, a school, or even a home network where security and control matter, PPSK is the better choice. So here's the bottom line. If you're looking for convenience and branding, then the captive portal no doubt is the way to go. However, if you're looking for security, encryption, and per-user control, then PPSK is definitely the clear winner. If you found any value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel to receive more content like this. Let me know in the comments below, are you using PPSK or captive portal at this time? I would really love to hear from you. Also, if you'd like to learn more about either PPSK or captive portal, click either of the videos on the screen. Thank you so much for watching.